Hi there guys, Tom Quayle here for Sound Effects Premiere in Ormskirk, back again with another demo stroke review. This time we are looking at this, the diminutive Boss TU-3S. Now this is obviously, looking at it, just a smaller version of the famous TU-2, which has been featured on tons and tons of pedal boards, very, very popular tuner. Because it's got a nice bright display, a chromatic tuner as well, so you can, there's a lot of versatility in there for tuning to weird tunings. And this version, if you look at it down on the floor here, it's essentially the same thing, but it's missing the bypass section of the pedal, so it's smaller, it takes up less space on the pedal board. But it's got some really cool features. For this particular demo, I'm using this beautiful Music Man Cutlass guitar and a Roland Blues Cube, not Buse, Blues Cube. The guitar sounds like this. And is at the moment perfectly in tune. Now, if I play one of the strings, if we look at the tuner itself, you can see it's strobing at the moment. Now, there's two modes with this tuner. You can have scent mode, and you can have what they're calling stream mode. So they're not calling it strobing, they're calling it streaming. Now, at the moment, streaming basically works by, if I play, it's saying G at the moment, it's just picking up a kind of a little bit of noise, but if I play my G, you might notice two things that happen there with the tuner. The first is it strobes or streams to the right if you're sharp and streams to the left if you're flat. Once you've got it in tune or at the concert pitch, you'll see two little LEDs stream up into the center and a green LED to tell you that you're perfectly in tune. This is called Accu-Tune mode. So if we do this again, so I'm slightly sharp. So you see those two little LEDs come across and then the green in the middle, that tells you they're perfectly in tune. If I play the D, it's going to tell me it's the D. There we go, that's perfectly in tune. A, a little bit sharp, and then E. So that's great, that's very accurate. Now you can turn that off if you want, and you can just have the two LED arrows. When they are on together, it tells you you're in tune, but that's really nice for the stage to have that Accu-Tune mode, where it comes in and it shows you that you're in tune as well. So it's got a few other features as well. You can switch from this streaming mode by pressing this button here into scent mode. Basically, what this does works how you'd expect a standard tuner to work. So wherever the LED is across the line, it can be flat if it's to the left, or it can be sharp if it's to the right. When it's in the middle, you're perfectly in tune and the green LED comes on. Do that with the B again. There we go, and the Accu-Tune thing came in again, so you can see that we're in tune perfectly. If you're on stage, that's a really nice way of actually dealing with that. We're a little bit flat. There we go. That tells you you're perfectly in tune, so very, very nice indeed. There's a few different modes on there. If we look at the actual display of the pedal, we've got chromatic. That's the first mode. We can either have it flat by one semitone or flat by two semitones if we so desire, if you want to detune. Then there's guitar modes, and we can go flat by up to 6 semitones. So you can detune really far and still have the tuner recognize you're playing a guitar and you want to detune. It gives it more accuracy. And then there's a bass mode, which is over here. And then we can tune up flat by up to 3 semitones. And we just use the mode switch with my big fat finger in the way to move through those different modes. Simple as that. So we'll go back to chromatic. So that's really, really useful, especially for someone like me that uses a weird tuning, that chromatic mode, or if you like to detune your guitar, that's really useful as well. Other features, this isn't always on pedal. You might be wondering, how do I bypass the tuner? You don't need to. It's completely transparent in the signal path, and as you go through the tuner, you just have it in the chain all the time. You can always see whether you're in tune, which is very, very cool indeed, because it's taking up less space on the pedal board, which is always nice. We always like that. And then on the back, which you can't quite see, you can see the power cable coming out of here. That's a standard Boss 9-volt power adapter we're using. That you can actually use as an output on there as well, which will enable you to distribute that power by using one of Boss's daisy chain cables to multiple other units. So you can actually spread the milliamps from that 9-volt power supply out to your other pedals as well, which is really, really useful, because generally you'll find that those Boss power supplies only have one connector on them, so you can actually spread those out. And Boss do include one spreader with the actual pedal as well, so you can power another pedal, which is super cool, very, very useful indeed. So really well made, very compact, looks great, nice, easy to read display, with tons of features in terms of the different modes as well. Doesn't do anything to your signal path at all, it's really transparent, so a great tuner that doesn't take up a lot of space on your pedal board. You can check them out at Sound Effects Premier in Ormskirk. You can order them online as well from their website. My name's Tom Quayle, and I will see you next time, guys.